My name is Ubaldo Acosta. I hope you're ready to begin. Let's review the general agenda of the Java Enterprise Edition course. Are you ready? Let's go. Starting. Introduction to Java EE. In this section, we'll study an introduction to Java Enterprise Technology, Java EE. We'll see what is an enterprise application, what is Java EE, and several of the APIs that includes it. We'll look at the history of Java Enterprise versions, from the time J2EE was named to the current evolution known as Jakarta EE. And we'll mention the architecture which will work throughout the course. We'll also carry out the installation of the tools that we'll use throughout the course, and we'll create a first Hello World project with Java EE. AJBs, Enterprise Java Beans. In this section, we'll review what Enterprise Java Beans are. We'll see the characteristics of AJBs, the configuration, and the types of AJBs that exist in Java EE. We'll also review the way to communicate with an AJB by creating a Java client. Likewise, we'll review the differences between AJB and AJB Lite, since it's possible to deploy the AJBs in a web server or full Java servers. We'll do several exercises to put these concepts into practice. Persistence, Java Persistence API. We'll review the Java Persistence API concept in Java EE. We'll study the characteristics of JPA and the role they fulfill within a Java EE architecture. We'll see the concept of entity classes and the concept of entity manager and persistence unit. We'll create several exercises to put these issues into practice. Servlets and JSPs. Integration with servlets and JSPs. In this section, we'll analyze the integration of servlet technology and Java Server Pages technologies within Java EE. We'll see how to use AJBs within servlets, and we'll apply the MVC design pattern to implement this integration of business technologies. JSF, Integration with Java Server Faces. In this section, we'll study an integration of technologies between JSF and Java EE. The Java Server Faces layer will be extended with the Prime Faces API, which is one of the most used JSF extensions to date. We will create an exercise with a 3-layer architecture and implement the integration between JSF, Prime Faces, AJBs, and JPA. Intercommunication, Web Services, SOAP, and REST. We'll see the topic of web services in Java EE. There are different ways to create web services with Java EE, such as SOAP Web Services, JAX WS API, and REST Web Services, JAX RS API. We'll see how to create web services with these APIs and also the client of these web services. We'll do several exercises to put these concepts into practice. Security. Security in Java EE. We'll review the security topic in Java EE. We'll add security to our web interface, to our AJBs and web services, in addition to validate each of the clients to pass the security established by the application. We'll create several exercises to put this concept into practice. Integrating all. Creation of real-world web application with JSF, Prime Faces, AJAX, AJB, JPA, web services, and security. We'll create an application which will integrate everything seen in the course, from basic topics to more advanced topics. This application will have a 3-layer architecture and will perfectly define the role of each technology in this practical application, which will serve as the basis for your own Java and enterprise applications using technologies such as JSF with Prime Faces, including AJAX, AJBs and their clients, web services and its customers, and all adding security in our Java EE application. Broadly speaking, this is the general agenda of the Java EE course. These are just some of the many more topics we'll learn throughout this course. So if you're ready, let's start immediately.